Oh, okay. I don't know. How long has it been since my last entry? A week, maybe? Maybe a little less. I don't know. It's Tuesday night. Actually, it's technically early Wednesday morning, June 18th at exactly 12:26 a.m. Tired, and I'm about to go to bed, but I figured I should probably talk to you. So here we are. What to talk about tonight? What I was going to talk about was writing. If any of you have been watching me from the beginning, you'll know that I'm currently unemployed, thanks to some shenanigans that other people did to me. And there's a text message. And I'm being totally serious. I was let go under some very weird circumstances, and I am now receiving unemployment. So, but anyway, enough of that crap. My desire is to be a writer. It's something that I've done for probably since I was in like 7th grade or so. I've always had a creative mind, and I've liked writing stories. It's about the only thing in school that I liked to do was writing. And I did it, you know, throughout college, and I've done a little bit on my own just for fun too. What I would like to do is just become a writer in some capacity, a freelance writer, something that I can do from home. Obviously, that's the perfect job. Everybody wants to be able to work from home, and I'm doing what I can to make that happen. I do tell people that I am a published author because I am. I have had a couple of paying gigs in the past. I used to work for an online football website, a fantasy football website. I don't know jack shit about fantasy football when it comes to the NFL, but I am a NFL fan. I'm a Packers fan, and I'm actually part owner of the Packers. I own one little share of stock. So I'm a Packers fan, and I'm an NFL fan. I don't know anything about fantasy football, but I was a good enough writer where I could just bullshit my way through it and make it sound like I knew what I was talking about, even though I didn't. But I got paid for that. And the best gig I got was an article I wrote a few months back for, it was the on board the in-flight magazine for one of the major airlines in this country. I did an article on a local thing, this local theater in Milwaukee. I did an article on them. A very nice paying gig too. I wish I could do more of that for those people. I'm still trying to get more gigs from them. But anyway, I have a couple other things lined up. I am shortly going to be writing a review for another magazine in Milwaukee, a local magazine that they're going to have me doing some reviews. I think I'm not sure if it's going to be for like a local theater group or play, or possibly even some local concerts from some bands. They want me to do that. I kind of get the impression, I mean, they've seen my work and they like what I do, so it is a paying gig, and they're going to have me do that. I get the impression that if they like what I write, it's something they can have me ongoing as a contributor to the magazine. So that would be great, generating income there. I've also been in touch with this. It's hard to explain. It's like this treasure hunt thing for kids that they need writers for. It's based out of another state, actually, not even anywhere near Wisconsin. But I've been in touch with the owner of that company, and it sounds like I've got a very excellent chance of being brought on board in the next couple of weeks once they get a few things finalized. So that's it on the writing front for potential paying gigs. And again, this is something that I've wanted to do, and I'm striving to do, and it's something that I believe I can do. And again, this all comes back to the secret. I mean, it's what I want, and I believe that I am going to be a successful freelance writer, and not going to be the typical starving artist. I believe it's going to happen, and it is slowly happening, but I'll take slowly happening over not happening at all, and I'm very happy about that. So that is happening. Well, actually, one other side thing in regards to writing, I was inspired. I'm a big horror movie fan. I grew up in the 80s, and I watched I have every Friday the 13th movie, Halloween movie, and all the rip-offs of those films. You know, My Bloody Valentine, Final Exam, The Mutilator, all that crap from the 80s. I just loved killer movies, you know, super killer movies. Slasher flicks, and a lot of them are pretty low quality, but nonetheless I enjoyed them. So Don't Go in the House. No, that was the early 70s. Don't Go in the Woods. That was the one from the 80s. That was a crappy film, actually, but kind of funny. But anyway, I was inspired. I just thought of Jason Voorhees, the killer from Friday the 13th. I was just thinking about him about a week ago, actually, and thinking, you know, I'd really like to see another movie like that. Be it an actual Friday the 13th movie with Jason hacking kids up in the woods or at summer camps. That'd be great. But there isn't really a whole lot of slasher picks like that anymore. Now you have the horror movies are trying to be a little more intellectual, and not that that's a bad thing. I mean, like the movies like Saw, and you know, there's a new movie out now called The Happening. You know, they try to be more than just horror. You know, they try to make you think, or just be some quality type film, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I also want crap. I want to watch some garbage, crappy, low-grade B horror movies. So I decided to write one. Not necessarily a movie. I'm just writing a story. It's a story about a fictional character named Buster Coons. And he's a serial killer, and he's a mythical monster person. I don't know what he is exactly, but he's definitely inspired by Jason from the Friday the 13th movies. And I have him killing people in Wisconsin, and I've included photos of his murder scenes in my story. And I'm writing this online in a blog on blogger.com, on one of their websites. And in fact, if you look to the right, you know I'm pointing left here, but no, so I guess there. Look that way, and you should see a link to the actual blog that I'm writing. And again, bear with me. It's not exactly highbrow entertainment there. It's not super high quality writing. It's just hopefully just entertaining. And it's, I don't know. If you want to read it, go ahead, enjoy. You can even leave comments. Actually, Blogger allows you to do that. But as with, if you're familiar with the Blogger website, you actually have to start from the bottom on up. I think right now, as of tonight, I have like 5 entries. You'll have to start at the very bottom one in June and work your way up, because that's how the story starts. The way Blogger is set up, your most recent entry is on top, and then you got to work down. But I'm telling a story, so you actually have to start from the bottom and go up. I think the first entry was, well, they're all in June. It says something about Thursday night in Wabadonia Park. So that's all it is. And, you know, if you want to read it, great. Leave comments. I'd love to have some feedback and see what people are saying. Again, it's just, I'm not trying to do anything with it other than just entertaining myself and maybe entertaining anybody else who wants to read it. So I'm going to have a friend of mine actually do some sketches too, in addition to the photos that I've included. So anyway, still using the secret. And again, bottom line, this video blog entry here was to talk about my wanting to be a freelance writer, a successful freelance writer, someone who can make his living in front of the computer at home, so I can stay at home 24/7 and be a stay-at-home dad. Save a ton of money in gas, that's for sure. And I can write in my underwear. I can eat anytime I want. I don't have to answer to the man, so to speak. And that's what I want, and that's what I'm going to have. So there you go. Read the blog. Is that right? Yeah. Read the blog. Give comments here. And by the way, it looks like I have subscribers now, 5 of them. It blows my mind that people are actually watching me and listening to me. Over 1,700 views, which doesn't seem like a lot compared to some people, like that goofy guy who cries about leaving Britney alone. But it's still cool nonetheless. So anyway, till next time. Peace.